as of right now. All right, cool. I don't want
Hell
to.
yeah.
All right, sweet. All right, so now not only are we recording, we are live somewhere on the internet. But yeah. Anyways, homie, Nick, it's nice to meet you. At least nice to actually get down and have a real conversation. I didn't play the song I originally was going to play, but I wanted to talk to you about that song on your new album. It's Soul Dub. That's my favorite song on your new album. I gotta
Hell
say.
yeah, dude. So actually, I have a really cool project in the works with SoulDub right now. I have a really close family friend that's going through some really serious cancer, and I got inspired to send the stems out to my homies and put together like a little remix compilation album that all proceeds are going to go to the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation. Did a lot of research, found a good cancer foundation that has a good return on actually putting the money into the right places, and yeah, I think they're a really good choice. And I have some. Even if this makes $200, $300 for charity, this album, like, it's still worth it for me. And also, I think that track really is uh, something special that um, kind of resonates with the idea, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so what was kind of your inspiration behind that track? Because I gotta say, I play guitar, and I remember I heard it in your Powerhouse mix, and I was like, at first I just assumed like because I wasn't really familiar with the music that it was probably someone else's song, but it was just
Yeah.
this fusion of guitar and dub. I thought you were at least mixing two songs together live, you know?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's actually so. Um, the whole concept, like, I started that song, came over to my house, and he wanted to learn to make dubstep, and I was like, honestly, an emotional wreck at the time and going through a lot. And I was like, all right, I'll show you how to make dubstep. And then just sat at my desk and bust that track out in front of him, like all the guitar, everything. He was just like, what the fuck is going on right now? And I just, yeah, dude, I just was going at it. The guitar solo, like, that has so much soul in it. You could just tell I was going through it when you listen to
I really
it.
could. It just it felt like it was taking me on a journey, and it's it brought me back to my roots, which is why I was really excited to get you on the show because I have like just like journals filled with scribbles like describing how I want to like fuse different genres of music together, and I thought that was like a really great example of just future music, like taking the guitar riffs that I love and then just throwing a really futuristic spin on it, and it's
Hell
just
yeah.
really fucking awesome. So, I mean, what do you like to use? Is that sound design? Did you like kind of make all those yourself? Did you use stems? I just kind of want to get
Oh
into
yeah,
that for a
no, I
second.
do everything synthesized. I create from scratch, and honestly, it takes me way too long. And like all my friends are like, "You need to make music with templates, and you need to do all this," and I'm just like, "I'll take my sweet ass time and write a masterpiece."
Hell yeah.
But yeah, nah, honestly, I should be more organized though with my writing process. It is hectic, and everyone I send collabs to is like, "You're fucking crazy." But yeah,
I'm not good with organization either.
but
I'm like
a
forcing
big
myself to.
a big thing with Soul Dub too, and honestly, my whole EP is my background in music is just I played guitar since I was 9. I grew up like super into like classic rock, and still am. Like my all-time favorite band is The Doors. Um, like I barely even listen to electronic music on the real, and I think like you can kind of tell when you listen to mine.
Hell
You know.
yeah, yeah. I could feel that because the guitar doesn't sound.
Honestly, in early college, I used to write indie rock music a lot, and that was my primary thing. That and rap beats. And then I went to a music festival. My hard drive fried. I lost like all these songs I was working on for so long. I was working like
No.
on an indie rock album. But then at that festival I saw, I hate to say it, but Bass Nectar, and I was like, you know what? That's the shit I want to do.
hate to say it. That was I feel like we probably have pretty similar stories.
Like 2017, 2018. I like I'd say I started DJing around 2017, 2018 at my house just fucking around. Then like 2018, late 2018, started diving into like electronic music production, stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
I spent 3 months working on my first song, Rogue Astronaut. It sucks. Terrible now.
Is it out?
But I don't take any of my old stuff down. Like, honestly, I want people to see the journey. I know people are embarrassed by their old shitty music, but I think it's kind of cool that you could go back and see a year ago that I sucked.
No, dude, I think that's awesome. That's why I'm doing kind of like my whole streaming thing, is because I'm like, well, I don't really care. Let's just do this. Like, I'm not, yeah, like, just put it all out there.
Exactly, dude. Like, I have so many friends that just like have been working on making music for years, and then like they finally have their really good music, but they haven't put anything out in the process because they've been scared until they have perfection, and then they put out their really good music and no one listens to it because they didn't build a fan base when they've been working on their music for the past 3 years.
What
I mean?
What a bitch of a balance, though. I gotta say, it's hard. Like, I feel like I used to be really perfectionist, and now I'm like a little less so, because I don't know. Part of me just said, if I keep being a perfectionist for this or this hard, this anal for so long, I will literally never release anything ever, and no one will ever hear anything I've ever done.
Some advice I give you is like, so my roommate Will, I was telling you about him. His name is Me and You on SoundCloud. He makes some dope deep dub, but he's 28. He's a lot older than me. He's been producing dubstep for like almost 10 years now, and he's just a lot better at mixing and mastering than me. So I don't mind paying him to help me, you know, and to make my music sound better. Like, I write all of it myself, you know, but like then I'm like, he has like $10,000 worth of dope ass compressors and all these different mixing and mastering plugins he's compiled over the years. Like, I can't compete with that. Sometimes you gotta, like, well, early on, and also don't just let them do it, but sit there and learn from them too, you know what I mean, and take that in so you can do it yourself. But it's good. I always recommend for producers, like, don't just join one of those dumbass music schools, but like, actually, if you want to learn shit, pay a producer you know to help you and to show you and to, you know what I mean, get you to the level you want to be.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, you know, people spend like $60K going to Full Sail, and you could just like probably DM like any producer you want, and that's reasonable, and he'll give you lessons for $100 an hour or under. Like, you know, I've never paid that much for a lesson, but like, it's cheaper than music school.
Yeah, you know? Definitely. When I was younger, I remember paying this one guy like $60 an hour for like guitar lessons.
Oh yeah, dude, that shit's expensive.
But it's crazy. No,
really
that's like part of why I started the podcast, because I remember I would always be making these mixes, probably starting around 2 years ago, my Bufanda Beats radio show, and after the mix was done, or after I had broadcasted, I would literally just go through the track list, put together the track list, and then DM every single artist that I played, and just like send them my shit. And eventually I started realizing that like a lot of these guys were actually responding. And or you know, at least a certain percentage of it, and it wasn't, you know, even if it wasn't like,
most of them most of them probably don't even have a lot of friends and just write music in their room all day and appreciate like hearing stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, that's what I realized. And then at one point, I just started thinking like I would love to actually just have a conversation with these guys. So now, whenever I'm like on the
Yeah.
hunt with SoundCloud, I'm like writing people's names down because I want to just talk to them and like I want to get to know like the artist behind the music.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's really
But
so.
yeah.
No. So your roommate and I have the same name, Will. Uh,
Oh, nice.
yeah. So
Yeah, dude, you should have him on sometime. He's a crazy,
me and you, dude.
but in a
I don't
good
know if
way.
that has. I don't know if I've heard his music before. But I wouldn't be surprised if it like popped up on my feed.
Yeah, the last track I put, or he put it out on his page, but it was a collab with us called Corruption. We wrote it last summer during all like the Black Lives Matter marches. We were very inspired by it's very politically moved track. We um have a speech in there just about like what we find wrong with society right now. We go off on it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there
But
was.
yeah, that was we wrote that like 6 months ago and just put it out. I have so much music like that. Most of my music just sits in my computer for like a year and I'm like, yeah, all right, let's do it. Dink.
Yeah, no, I have a ton of projects that I granted I probably need to finish more, and most of them aren't like complete songs, but uh, I've heard. So you're not the only DJ or producer I've heard of that has had their hard drive just like completely shit out, and then that kind of defined
Oh,
like.
it happens to everyone.
I know, dude. It's like it keeps me up at night because it hasn't happened to me yet.
Oh yeah, no, you don't let it happen. It sucks. My brother's being a little annoying bitch.
Family can't.
Dude, yeah, so people watching the podcast right now, I'm actually visiting my family in my room. And I put a sign on my door saying not to bother me. And they just keep knocking on my door to piss me off. gotta love them. But they're great. You gotta love your family. Even if they're annoying as fuck sometimes.
That's truth, homie. Yo,
Yeah.
so let's. I guess I'll just dive right into like the shit we were talking about right before the podcast. You and I both are kind of geeking out over your connections with New Sensei. I mean, that sounds like how long have you known him and basically like because you said that
Bro.
you've been a fan of his music and
So like
I'm a huge fan of his music.
he was the first artist I ever really liked like a lot to ever like one of my songs on SoundCloud and comment on it, and I like freaked out. But I've been a huge like this was like 2 years ago when I first started making music, and then like honestly, me and my friend Jake, we are like low key fanboy over his visual project DVD City so hard.
We love that shit. Buy all the DVDs, but no, he's super cool. I think he just kind of eventually saw that we really fucked with his shit and like we just connected on the internet a couple weeks ago. Told me he was coming down to Florida, so I was like, let's work some shit out. We got Leet and New Sensei in Orlando at the Hanau Center, April 8th. It's their second show ever together, and they're like two of my biggest inspirations for music in this scene, and damn, I'm so happy and excited. And I'll also be playing it.
Oh, you're gonna be playing there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be opening too.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta
So
their music is absolutely killing it. As far as I mean, my friends and I over lockdown, we would put down, or we would kind of just make our own lineups and like just we do like trip and like
yeah,
have like a whole list of mixes that we wanted to listen to, and we always saved like New Sensei and Leet's album for like last. It was always like the best for last. Tasty motherfuckers.
dude. Like, I just can't wait to pick their brain in person and say what up, because like their music is so incredible and creative. Like, I can't even put words to it.
Yeah, they're so hard to describe in words.
It's like the kings of resampling resamples and then fucking them up and then resampling again and then just making like the craziest sounds. But
they're
yeah,
so like
I love what I really fuck with a lot of this DVD City like, visual project is like it just hits my brain the right way.
so. Are you
What they
working with those
do, I'm
visuals?
pretty sure they just like thrift a bunch of old VHS tapes and chop them up with a bunch of stuff in like After Effects and Touch Designer and shit like that, make it all crazy. And honestly, it's on my TV all the time. I
Oh,
like
exclusive access. So you've been watching it and like it's unreleased.
no. DVD City is public, bro.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that
It's a
one.
YouTube channel. It's a side project
Oh
with a bunch of
shit,
his homies.
that's
Yeah,
good
it's
to
like a
know.
bunch of his homies in him. It's super cool.
That's
But yeah, it's like no other project I've seen with visuals and electronic music. Like we were kidding around, we're just like, fuck fractals. Just kidding.
dude, I love it.
Nah. But like on the real though, like there's some cool fractals, but there's some also just everybody always got fractals.
Well, that's what's fucking crazy because, like, I hear their music and I'm like, oh yeah, fractals, and then and then I guess I like actually start looking at their art and I'm like, oh, not fractals, and so it really kind of blows my mind too because I'm like, what, who, why, who are you?
I've always just been a fan of like glitch art and like glitchy music and just stuff that just sounds like it should be illegal.
This should be illegal.
Literally.
Yo, no joke. That was my first, like, one of my first thoughts when I like went to my first festival. I was having so much fun. It crossed my mind. I was like, this should be illegal.
I'm having way too much fun right now. Seriously. What festivals have you been to?
I went to my first one was Big Dub in 2016, yeah. And then the year after, I went to E Forest. I went back to Big Dub, and I've seen like those are my camping festivals. The other ones I've been to are like Spring Awakening, Santa Cruz Fest. Um, what else? I think that might be it. Spring Awakening was in Chicago. Yeah, I haven't really been to too many other than Big Dub. I went to twice. How about you? No,
Dude,
Okeechobee's
I've been
big
to a
around there,
lot.
right?
I've been to Okeechobee all 4 years.
Hell
That was my
yeah.
first festival when I was 17. I saw
Nice.
Skrillex.
Skrillex is
That
gas,
was
bro.
crazy.
He's still gas. I saw him last year, last January, and he was gas. It was awesome.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I just remember the flames, and I was like, I get it now. There's Skrillex jumping, and there's like giant flame shooting over me. Oh, actually, that night was nuts. It was like Miguel, the singer, right? Which before Okeechobee, I was like, Miguel, what is this? Like some Chris Brown shit. And then like saw him, dude. His voice is like an angel. He's amazing. Like I was literally blown away. I love him now. He's one of my favorite singers, Miguel. Now after that, still. Then into Kendrick Lamar with a live band. Then Skrillex.
That sounds insane.
It was so like probably Like it sounds like it wouldn't blend, but it did.
No, that sounds like a good lineup. My friend that year, the same year I went to Electric Forest, was like begging me to try and go down to Okeechobee with him, but that shit's far from where I am right now. But he was showing me the
Yeah,
lineup. He was
that's
showing me the lineup
across the
every
country.
year, and it was so good every time. Like,
Yeah, they make it more EDM oriented every year, but it's because they actually just got bought out by Insomniac, but that's probably why it's been getting more EDM. But like they were just breaking even every year, like losing a little bit of money, but they were selling out every year. So they figured, oh, artists, that's where we're losing our money at. We're booking too many artists, and the lineup's too big. So then they figured, oh, DJs we could get cheaper than bands, and
yeah,
voila,
voila.
it turns into an EDM festival.
I actually kind of
But
heard
it's
that.
cool.
That's kind of that's kind of fucked, but also I'm here for it. But like, also, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first year they had Robert Plant, bro, the singer of Led Zeppelin. Like,
Oh,
it was some serious fire.
that's
And Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Hall and Oates. The first year was crazy.
When were you there the first year that they did it?
Yeah,
Nice.
I was the first. I was 17. I said that was my first festival, dude.
Oh no, was it was it there? I don't know how long they've been around for. I just meant like
Oh yeah.
did
I'd say best festival I've been to though was probably Astrolites in Missouri.
never heard of
It
it.
was Tipper and Spangle. It was a 1 year thing. Tipper and Spangle headlined, and there was like a Slugwife takeover, Cursed Detox Unit, all kinds of crazy hooligans up in there. And it was on this place called Astral Valley, and the stage was in between two mountains in the valley.
And the Function One sound was just echoing through the mountains. Oh yeah, there was a Mr. Bill Sunrise set that was crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. There was also caves of the campgrounds. You could explore caves. And
Whoa.
then the campgrounds themselves, one of the mountains was like a plateau, like it was flat at the top. So like they put the campgrounds on top of the mountain, and they had this crazy trail, all these lights and like all this just like weird shit, projection mapping all through the forest and everything. It was nuts.
Where did you hear about that? They
Super
don't. You
cool.
said they don't do that. It was 1 year.
Bro, the lineup, I like drove across the country. The lineup looked like it was made on Microsoft Word. Like it was so low key. Like I was just like, yeah, I hope this exists. Actually, let's go.
Yo, when
But yeah, that was
when
probably the best festival I've been to.
when it's good, it's good. You don't need any of the noise, man.
Yeah.
Well, so who was your, I guess, your favorite set there? That sounds insane. Because I've always wanted to go to some of the
Dude,
ones that are on my
Spangle. That
Spangle.
Spangle set there, I'll say to this day, like most creative auditory experience ever. Best, like one of my favorite sets I've ever seen, probably.
Nice. No, it's
Like
it's great.
I'd say my two favorite sets I've ever seen, and this is gonna sound really white girl, but Tame Impala, oh my god, crazy, and that Spangle set. Had to pull out the Starbucks vanilla frappuccino for that one.
I was thinking of a Starbucks joke to crack. No, you just about canceled out right there. No, that I like Tame Impala. No disrespect on that. That's
Oh, they're amazing.
yeah.
I was just cracking a joke because I went from Spangle to Tame Impala. You know,
I feel like as a DJ, you need the diversity. Otherwise, you just kind of fall into like a echo chamber of wubs.
bro. Yeah, like you can't if you only listen to EDM, you'll have no inspiration to write cool creative EDM, and you'll just literally try to copy everyone instead of like listening to a bunch of like different kinds of music, gathering a bunch of different kinds of inspiration, and kind of like if you copy a rock song but you do it in as like an EDM song and it doesn't sound exactly the same, it's better than copying another EDM artist. Like you getting inspiration from different places, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, honestly, on my newest EP, kind of been getting away from the guitar sad boy vibes, turning it up a little bit. That's a collaboration with my homie Letho up in Boston. Um, he's super dope. He messaged me back in like June, and he's like, "Yo, I love your music. You trying to make a collab?" And I was like, "Here's 3 songs. Tell me which one you want." And then he's like, "Dude, I like all of them. You want me to send you 3?" And then I'm like, and then he's like, I'm like, bet, let's run it. And then, yeah, over the past 6 months, we've just been like really connecting as homies through the internet, you know,
That's
collaborating through the cloud.
that's sick. So do you get your do you connect with people to collaborate on Insta? Because I'm in a lot of Discord servers, and that's how I've been getting in touch with a lot of artists. Before, I would
On
just message
Instagram?
people.
Honestly, Letho's the only person I've ever collaborated with that was not like my in real life homie, but we're about to be in real life homies. We're homies.
Internet friends, man. I mean,
I'm trying to low key. I'm trying to fly him down for ethereal release party when our EP's done, and book a headliner that kind of fits the vibe for our EP.
oh yeah, dude.
You know,
You should
do
do you,
like an EP release party. Bring him down. He's moving to Colorado.
do you wanna talk about
Flights are kind of cheap right now.
do you want to talk about your ethereal project at all? I mean, like, kind of what's that all about?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, because
Ethereal Collective is me. I'm kind of like the the mastermind, the creative director, I guess you'd say. And then we got my boy Maxi, who is our businessman. He handles all the email spreadsheets. He's literally the god that and the glue that holds this whole thing together, low key. We got my boy Anthony, who's like, we have a lot of fire spinners that come out our stuff. He also builds stages, so he helps control like fire. If we have any problems on stage, we're like, "Yo, Anthony, what up? This speaker's not working. We need your help, buddy. I love you." And he's just having the ultimate technician. Like last summer, he built stages for Bonnaroo, and I was up in Tennessee chilling with him at the festival. He's super dope though. He's a big hand. Then we got Joe. He's my buddy. He's working on music on the low right now. He doesn't have much out, I think, but he's actually really good, and also helping out with like the marketing. And then we have our main art ambassador, Will, me and you, the legend, the Prince of Darkness. Will is I feel like Will as a kid was like the kid in Rocket Power that was like, "I'm from the underlord." No, but yeah, Will is like big creative influence, kind of keeps the creative direction going. Big ambassador, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, then right now we have a lot of artists that we like associate with. That's kind of like the people behind throwing the shows, you know. But I have a group chat with like 15 producers that all make fire ass music, play primarily original sets that I'm in touch with every day, and they're kind of the artists in it, you know.
gotcha.
That's the crew. So yeah, like my plan is with this is I want to create a platform for all my favorite artists to come down to Orlando and perform, and a platform for all my friends to grow along with it. And I'm pretty choosy about the people I have open my sets. Like I primarily am looking for artists playing like 75% plus original sets, you know, like that's our goal, is to push original music at Ethereal. So we're trying to push sound, not the hype, bro. You know?
Dude, respect, and I completely understand because
Yeah.
that's like that was like the biggest hurdle and like realization I had to come to as a DJ. I was like, oh, this shit can work. I mean, like some people are all about the hype, some people actually want to make music, and some people bob and weave. And like,
Yeah, literally. And I don't know, sometimes you need some hype, but like also you can't, you got to create your own lane. You can't ride anyone else's hype. And that's what I've come to realize, is that like trying to kiss all these promoters' asses and shit to get sets for free to open for some random artist that doesn't even have to do with your music isn't a very effective way to spread your music. And I think that coming together and forming this collective and movement with my friends is actually going to give us the platform we're looking for to spread our music, you know, and our love.
absolutely. Oh, beautifully said. Because like,
Yeah.
I think that is a really great goal to have in mind.
Yeah, like, dude, I don't make nightclub music, bro. Like, I know my music's meant for like festivals and that kind of atmosphere. So that's what I want to create with my shows, you know.
Yeah,
Like at our last
absolutely.
show, we got fire spinners, live glass blowing. Like, it's not just music there. We create like a whole really cool environment. Plus, we have the coolest lasers in Orlando. No one got lasers like that.
You're gonna need. I'm gonna need some proof of that.
Dude, I'll send you a picture.
Um,
But yeah, that's the Ethereal project. You know, I've kind of had this idea for a very long time too, and I just really wanted to wait till the time was right, and I felt like I had a team of the right people, and my art was also at the level I want it to be before I actually start um giving it my all and putting it out there, you know.
yeah, I can relate to that.
So it's been a process of development for sure, you know. But we getting there.
Where did you come up with the name Ethereal? The name's always a point of interest for me.
Oh, so you know, things that are ethereal are just interesting and not of the normal, and that's what we kind of thought was a great adjective for what we're going for, because we're not trying to make something that other people can expect. We want you to show up to our events and anything to do with us and our music and be like, I've never experienced anything like this before, you know. This is something new. And that's the whole goal behind the project, you know.
I like that it's really producing focused. Like you're being creative in a lot more ways than just
Oh
music.
yeah. All the openers I choose out of all my homies, whatever headliners we have coming in, I think of like what 2 to 3 homies in the group chat would fit the vibe of these headliners the most, and then come through and play, you know. So it's going to become more of an official thing. I feel like launching Ethereal Collective itself was kind of rushed, but we just wanted to start throwing shows and needed a brand to start doing it under. But we have a lot more plans for Ethereal in the future than like what we're doing right now, you know. We
Yeah.
eventually want to have merch, take it to SoundCloud, make a label, you know, a whole lot of things. Our first release through Ethereum is actually going to be the Soul Dub compilation I told you about, with money going to multiple myeloma research foundation. Yeah. So if you want to even hop on that, bro, I'll send you the stems.
Dude, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I said the top 7 remixes. I'm gonna pay my roommate to master them, and they're gonna be on the comp. So
Well,
We
now
got-
now
it's not
I
just gonna
can't
be EDM,
refuse.
What?
So well now I really want the stems. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's a little competition, but it's for a good cause. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And also, it's fun. You know, you're not just like the thing is with all. I don't even know through Ethereal if I would want to make money off the music. Like I already have my own music, and we make money off the events, and probably merch soon. So like, why would we want to just be sitting here trying to make profit on everything? I think the music released through Ethereal, we're gonna try to aim towards like charities and things like that, other nonprofit organizations to help people. You know.
I think that's pretty awesome because I feel like making money on your music now is basically icing on the cake.
Dude, like I don't want to talk shit, but like there's some labels popping up right now that are literally just like some rich kids with a bunch of money to spend on advertising, and they're ripping off all these artists with 80/20 cuts in the contracts. And I don't want to say any names, but like I've just been hearing some shitty stuff about some of these small labels actually, which sucks. Like 80/20, I feel like 50/50 is fair, dude. Like the artist wrote the song, produced the song, you're creating promotional content and releasing it on your page that already has hyping clout. Like what who's doing more work?
right.
You know what I mean? Like it I would say 50/50 is fair if anything, but that's not how it works probably. You know.
I completely agree with you. That's like I really do try and go out of my way to make sure that, you know, when I interview somebody or like use anyone's music that isn't mine, like it's I want to point you in the right direction because like they're making the music, and if you like what you hear, like go to them. Even when I like repost,
Yeah.
like bro, on SoundCloud when I repost someone's music that I like if it's in one of those bullshit like one song playlists, I'm like motherfucker, because some label just decided to like post it in one playlist. I'll go to the artist's page and then have to repost. I just like I have to go a few extra
Dude,
steps
yeah,
in order
I hate
to
when
make.
they do that playlist shit too. It's so annoying.
It is.
Why do
And
they do that?
I
What's
think
the purpose for it?
I think it's like to keep their clout. I genuinely I don't know. I really don't know. But it's annoying because then I end up liking a playlist. I think
And not
it's
the song.
exactly.
Yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I've never sent my music to labels personally. Like, unless I would probably just keep self-releasing my shit. Unless I think collabs are good actually to send to labels because it's always an argument like, oh, who's gonna drop it on their page? And then it's like, nah, just send it to someone. Let them do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably the only case where I'll be dropping stuff on labels is like that. Because it's like, I don't want to start that. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's funny though.
The great debate when you start a collab with someone and they. But I added that snare and that riser. I know you made that drop, but I.
some intense negotiations happen behind the scenes.
Yeah. Nah, I've actually never had that argument, but I've heard of people like that.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine like fucking you make a baller track and then you're like now then you can't release it because you're like wait fuck now who's gonna
Dude, I have a track with one of my favorite artists, literally, that I made a year ago, and this man won't fucking drop it. And it pisses me off. I've even messaged him and been like, and I know he likes it because he plays it in his sets.
Are you able to say who the artist is?
I don't give a shit. Rest in Pierce.
Oh hell yeah, I've heard of that
Nah,
guy.
he's cool though. Logan's dope. I'm just playing. But
Nah,
yeah, nah, I'm just like, please drop it, please. I love his music, dude. Like honestly, I think in 2019 he was my most listened to, or I was like I listened to him the most on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So do you think you make like dub the most, or more like dubstep, or like what kind of music uh do you like produce? What's your favorite to produce? I guess is a better question.
Good question, bro. Honestly, my goal is to produce like a set that travels from kind of more dubstep into the beginning into I like to go up in tempo as I play. You know what I mean? I'll start at like maybe like 135 and work up to like 172 at the end. And then maybe drop it down for the last 10 minutes and chill everyone out, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my formula with my sets right now. I'm working. I also do some live scratching, but honestly, I've been kind of just like I haven't done that in a set since last or before COVID. I don't know. I it's a lot. I just got to set up on my shit every time I go to the club to do that and everything. Just like, but maybe if I go on tour or did something lit, I would make it a part of my set. Play at a festival or something. But something where it's special. But um, the scratching stays at home for now. I have a plan. I want to work on like a glitch hop EP for my next solo EP that incorporates a lot of scratching and 90s hip hop influence and a lot of like Memphis hip hop influence as well. I love like Memphis rap. So, you know, I'll probably bring out the scratching around that era, but I'm keeping it in the locks right now. I have some dope videos on Instagram though of me going off.
Yeah, scratching something I never got into, bro. I would check them out. That sounds. I mean, so did you start DJing around right after you saw Bass Nectar, like when you got home?
Yeah, like 2018-ish, I'd say. Like late 2017, 2018. But like I didn't take it serious. I just like I honestly used to just fuck around a lot back then. Didn't take life serious at all, anything. So
Well, I
yeah.
as you can tell by the title, I still don't take it seriously. Well, so did you start DJing before you started producing your own music?
Well, no, like
Oh, you
I
said you were
produced
making
like
the
rock
indie.
and hip hop.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
like that was like my senior year of high school, first 2 years of college, and then the last two I've been diving into the electronic music. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, like honestly, I want to start a band still. I just haven't found the right people, low key. I try. Every time I meet a drummer, I'm like, "Yo, bro, let's jam. Come on, bro." And they're always like, "Oh, I can't set up my drum set at my house. It's too loud," or like just some dumb excuse. And I'm like, "What's the point of drumming then?"
Oh man, I would I know what you mean. When I produce music, I still feel like I would like to be in a band and just like kind of be like the EDM influence. Like that's sometimes I feel that way, but like other times I just kind of want to play in a rock band like I did in high school again, because it's just like
Yeah,
it's a different vibe altogether. And like I haven't been to a rock concert in like I don't even know how long, but I miss those shits. Um, like
dude.
the different
Last
feels.
rock show I went to, I can't even remember when was that. Oh, I mean, at Okeechobee last year, I saw Papadocia. That was fire. But they're like jam band rock, but still. You ever hear of Papadocia?
No.
Oh my god, you need to get put on. Super good jam band. We're creating some insane soundscapes. Like they play synthesizers and guitar and like all kinds of awesome instruments. It's like that electronic fusion jam shit, you know.
Are they kind of like the Floozies?
Look trippier and a little slower.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah. Floozies are dope.
Yeah, they are. I know they played at
I have a
Orchestra
buddy
few
whose
times.
nickname's always been Floozy, and he rapped on one of my tracks that's coming out on this. I was saying I hate labels, but I actually forgot. My friend runs this one though, so it's not like I'm doing it for a homie, you know. It's not like some rando. But my buddy Justin runs Beats for Days out in San Francisco, and he actually is putting together a music video for the track, which, like I said I don't like labels, but like this kid goes above and beyond for his artists, and I recognize that, and that's why I'd rather work with him than like someone who's trying to rip me off. You know what I mean? Like if I met someone who ran a label that seemed very genuine, like I'm down to work with them, but like you know, it all depends. All depends on how I feel them out.
What's the name of that
There's
record
a lot
label?
of weird
Because like
Beats for Days.
Beats for Days.
Yeah, but my homie Preston. Oh, I got off track. My homie Preston rapped on the track. His nickname's Floozy, but we're like, what are we gonna? We can't put Floozy on the track. There's the Floozy, so he's Ploozy. Yeah, but it's super dope. That's another like very politically driven song. He wrote a really dope verse on it. Just about like our government and the secrets behind the doors that we don't see, you know.
No, I don't know. They're behind the doors. That
Exactly.
yeah, for
You gotta watch Alex Jones to find those out. No, I'm kidding. Dude, but this week I don't know why on YouTube I saw he was on this like podcast called Flagrant 2.
I watched
and
it,
I was
bro.
like,
I was on my radar.
you watched it?
Yeah.
Dude, the Bohemian Grove shit he was saying was crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I love those two comedians, so I was like, okay.
Like, and honestly, no wonder why Alex Jones is insane. If he saw that shit in like 2004, I'd be a nut job 20 years later too, bro. Like what?
Oh yeah, dude. I would go anywhere people
Not excusing the fucked up shit he said, but after watching that, I was like, I understand him. I know why he's crazy. At least not like I personally understand with his and align with his views, but I could see how he got there.
I was feeling the exact same way. Like you summarized it perfect. I was looking at it like the more he talked, the more I was like, you finished that bottle of Jameson.
Yeah.
You've earned it.
Did you see? This is some juicy info. It's kind of funny. You know the DJ Microdot?
Oh, is that like that whole conspiracy?
He made a post like 2 days ago saying that like Deep, Dark, and Dangerous and his manager tried to get him to sell his soul to the devil. Or some shit.
There's a development on DJ Microdot? No.
He deleted the post now, but I was reading it. I was like, holy shit.
Whoa. Dude,
I'm like, I want to join. How do I join this party?
wait. Just can you refresh my memory on what DJ Microdot is? Because I feel like this feels so familiar.
Microdot, Mikrodot. He's a deep dub DJ. He's actually really good. I had a lot of fun in his set, but his post was pretty interesting. I was like, wow,
Damn.
is this really going on right now? Truth started a satanic dubstep cult.
I knew it. I knew it wasn't music.
Their music is scary though. But in a good way.
I was yeah, no, this isn't the microdot I was thinking of. There's some I think I was connecting some dots where they didn't belong.
Dude, when I was at the Microdot show last week, there was like this 57-year-old guy there with like dreads. And he was crazy. He was like dancing all nuts. And he came up to me. He's like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Microdot." He's like, "Oh, microdots. I know all about those." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
None for me, please. Those are too far.
Yeah.
Microdot. Oh, I know. I'm out of here. That is one drug too far.
I'm pretty sure it's just like really strong acid, but still.
Yeah, I've
I
heard.
don't need none of that in my life right now. I had fun with that back in my day.
Back in my day, Sonny. The things I've seen. It's a meme from my household. From a night.
Funny.
Yeah. I guess to try and steer this conversation a little bit. Actually, no, I don't want to steer this conversation. We got into the Alex Jones territory.
Let's get it.
Yeah. No, dude. So, did you watch the whole podcast?
I got like 40 minutes in, and I was like, "All right, this is enough."
Yeah. No, he's just like, I always feel like he's about to explode, like just actually like physically explode. Yeah.
Like his face beats like red, like it's a time bomb. Yeah, no, that was the first time I ever saw the podcast. That was just something I recommended. I was like, run it. Who is it? Andrew Schultz or something like that?
Yeah, Andrew Schultz and Akash Sin or Sin. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, they're I mean, they've been on my YouTube feed a while, like independently, and then they released a podcast together, and I was like, what the damn, YouTube
Man,
really
how do you crack the YouTube algorithm?
I know. that was yeah, I had my tinfoil hat on. I was like, no.
Everyone's seen that interview.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? Okay, you'll like they so did you get to the part where he claimed that Chris Hansen was dead?
No.
Okay, so yeah, Alex Jones at one point basically is like, Chris Hansen is dead, and like that's something he believes. And then the next guest that they have on the show is Chris Hansen.
And did they talk about it?
Yeah, they talked about it. They were like, okay, Chris Hansen. They didn't even talk about it for that long, but it was like, what a troll. Like, you get Alex Jones on your show. That's like, they could have like brought out the Sandy Hook survivors. Like, damn, like, way to dunk on Alex Jones.
Yeah. Honestly, though, dude, this country this year, just like from both political parties, all media outlets, everything, it's just hard to like really believe much until I like can really see it with my eyes. You know?
I completely agree. This is, yeah, as a musician, I feel like it's really important for me to stay like, or you know, like kind of pay attention to what goes into my eyes. And so like I want to care about political issues because I feel like I'm going to regurgitate, you know, whatever I consume, whether it be in my music or like in my actual shits. And
Yeah, for sure. It influences it.
it's like, how the fuck, like, I don't even know like what information is good information anymore. And I feel like it's such like I'm just at such an impasse with like what like burying my head in my work and my music, and then like also being inspired by political events, but only through the lenses that I'm given.
Yeah, I kind of just what I tend to do now is just use multiple sources of media and make my own opinion, which can be good and bad. you know.
Yeah, no, I like got rid of Reddit. I got rid of like I actually don't even have most of my social media now, which is kind of whack because I'm in the music game and like what the like I need it.
Yeah, dude, I took a break from social media for a while, and my buddy Preston was just like, I pretty much just told my friend like, yo, whenever I wanna put out music, can you? I gave him my password and was like, just drop the links for everybody. you know.
I need a friend like that because it's I feel like I know I have an addictive personality, and it's like whenever I open Instagram or like I haven't used Facebook in years, but like Instagram is like really important for artists. I feel like
Yeah,
it's like
Instagram's huge for
it's
artists.
so big. Like you just yeah, because everyone uses it. So I'm trying to be the outlier by not using it, but it's like, well, how am I going to build my brand without it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to like either hop on it to start building brands again, or my brand, not a bunch of weird bullshit brands.
So like what exactly projects are you working on? You know you have I Can't Produce. I peeped your YouTube a bit, was like looking at your streams and stuff.
Yeah, man.
But what do you got cooking up music wise?
Music wise, I mainly am trying to release regular sets of music. So my show Buffonda Beats was basically kind of got thrown to the side after Corona hit because like I used to do that in like the radio station, and so now I'm like trying to migrate it to just like a totally visual experience, like on YouTube or Twitch, but not probably not Twitch at all because of copyright stuff. So that's getting not really going to be on the I Can't Produce. The I Can't Produce project is basically all about having fun with production. Like I'm basically like just
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just trying to like make beats and learn in the process, and I'm documenting everything I do, and I have like all these challenges for myself. But it's all about building this Discord community for or with a bunch of free resources that anybody can just hop into and then exact like know where to produce. It's like I can't produce now. Now you don't have any excuses. Let's have some fun. So I'm just trying to collect like as much as many free resources and you know get the inside scoop on like the artists that I like because music has always been like such a mystery to me. And I remember when I was starting, really it was really hard to like actually figure out where to start. Like I only started producing music 3-4 years ago now, and just it was yeah I really didn't know. I kind of swam around in like a bunch of weird directions before I actually found my footing and like making the music that I liked. So I Can't Produce is just my streams and like my catalogs of every time that I produce music, and trying to get everyone else alongside me who wants to watch or cares, like just more familiar with production through like a really casual means. It's kind of like a fuck you to like any music school.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I've had friends that do music school and stuff like that, and some of them worked out really well. Some of them wasted a lot of money. You know, that's just how it is.
Yeah,
It,
I
it all depends on how you're gonna take that knowledge and apply it. You know.
yeah, exactly. Like I just graduated with a computer science degree, and it's like, I would rather do what I'm doing right now, which is all like just technical, you know, stuff and audio engineering, and I'm learning on the way. And so my buddy and I, we were also cooking up this Controlled Chaos Collective. That's basically a project where we're gonna only release collaborations and have a bunch of. It's gonna be kind of a more focused artist community. There's not any particular genre that we're worried about, but that we care about. This is really not on the back burner, but we don't have enough people yet. We're looking for genuine is a probably terrible word to use. Just people who are trying to use that influence from all walks of life and put that into their music. So it's like things that would seemingly not fit into what you would think of music, and then actually making them work is kind of the way that I would like to describe it, because that's what I love about the EDM in particular. It's just sampling, and Leets music is just filled with a bunch of noises that are it sounds like,
dude, I think a lot of these guys record a lot of everyday sounds and like add them as background textures and stuff like that. And like I kind of did that on this one song I started last week. Like every time a kick hits, it's layered with a guy stepping in a pile of leaves, and it's like, and it just sounds crazy. Like, and just like stuff like that is what like hits people's ears, and they're like, "Yo, I've never heard anything like that. What the hell?" Because like literally, who the hell does shit like that?
yeah. I've thought of it as like ASMR channels.
Mm-hmm.
I think like my friend showed me that at first, or like a few years ago before I discovered any of Leet's music, and I always thought it was really weird. And then I was listening to Leet's album, and I was like, I think I'm just getting off to a bunch of ASMR sounds right now.
With a sub under it.
Yeah.
ASMR sounds with a sub under it. So fire.
Can't anyone who finds this recording, we can't recommend Leet and New Sensei enough. I'll actually put their links in the description when this is done, because they are just I would
put some my roommate. I haven't even told you about my freaking friend Jack Lyon, who's the production god.
Tell me about him. Tell me.
God of Ableton.
No holding back.
This man literally makes his own plugins in Max from scratch. Like, I've never met anyone who literally gets so into like creating things from scratch, basically. Like, down to like, oh yeah, I made the plugin I made this sound with myself. You know what I mean? Like down to that. Like,
yeah, that's pretty.
oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
I had
nuts.
this idea for a sound, so I opened up Max and built a plugin real quick. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, Jake's my freaking boy. That's one of the first producers I ever became like good homies with, that really we inspire each other along our creative journey and talk and stay in touch, Oh, also we threw 3 shows together in West Palm Beach before Corona. They were pretty lit. He has a buddy with like a giant sound system, like a big dub system. You should check out Impound Sound on Instagram.
What is that?
It's a sound system.
Oh, gotcha.
Guy, he has like a giant like Jamaican dub style sound system with like stacks and stuff like that.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, man. I don't know. You want to get into talking about some production? Like this week, I've been really inspired, and I think like I found really new ways of gathering inspiration from life, And I started 2 songs that were just about moments instead of like an idea. It was about like a moment I
experience and like sounds I think would resonate with it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And just like playing back those like moments and memories and thinking like how you can take that and um, push it into your art, you know? Do a lot of reflection. Um, I feel like all my songs kind of have like some kind of concept to them that has like a secret meaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're speaking my language. That's for sure.
But it's like open ended. It can be interpreted many different ways, but like also there's like a concept behind it, you know?
Yeah.
Except my rap remixes. Those are dumb.
Well, I was gonna say,
Like
for me, it's like it's like you create something and it has a meaning to you, but it also can be infinitely interpreted, and it's yeah, that's why it's weird that even though you create it, you don't entirely know its meaning.
yeah, 100%. Because it's interpreted differently from everyone, and that's also something I've been thinking a lot about in my music that I used to not think about. Like, if someone else listened to this, what would they think? You know what I mean? And like, that was something that I considered a lot when writing my EP. Like, I was like, would who would like this song? You know what I mean? Like, you need to kind of have a idea of who you're gonna, who's your listeners are gonna be. You know, and target them a little bit, but also not too much. You know?
Yeah, no, it'd be a real vibe check when you show up to a show and a bunch of a bunch of people you don't want are there.
Or no, I
Uh,
mean just like people who you go to a show and you play your music and no one likes it and you're like, damn, that sucks.
yeah.
But that hasn't happened to me. Thank God.
It's happened to me.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
definitely happened to me at a
honestly
few bars.
picky, but I'm like picky about the shows that I pick now too. Like, I think one thing as an artist you can really do early in your career that'll set you back is oversaturate yourself locally and be playing like once a week for some local night. And I think that people won't take you serious as a producer that way. And because it's a lot more special if all your friends go out and see you play once a month than if they know you're going to be at this one night every single freaking Wednesday or something, you know?
Oh, I never thought of it
So
that way. Yeah.
I've taken like a different approach with it, you know, like I'd rather um, have less local sets and make them more impactful and just work on my music, you know? Like I'm about to freaking unload at this Leet and New Sensei show all these like glitch hop D&B tracks I've been holding on to. The last set I played was like primarily 140, so I'm thinking like I'm gonna go more up tempo and play some of those tracks out I haven't gotten to play yet. You know?
Yeah, dude, I really like you're reminding me of why it's really important to do original music because I remember like once I started getting really into underground bass, book bass, whatever you want to call it, like just
Yeah,
crazy shit. I started like going to concerts and festivals, and you just have an ear out all the time for like sounds that you've heard before.
yeah.
And yeah, no, I feel like
But
avoid
me personally,
yeah.
like I have my ear out for sounds I haven't heard before.
Mm,
And that's what I feel like comes with original sets mostly than like you go see freaking Sullivan King and you're getting a top 40 dubstep set, build up, drop, which is fun in a party setting, but like in an artistic space, like I really like people like I would say my favorite like headlining DJ right now is G Jones.
Oh
Like
yeah.
G Jones, um, the whole experience he puts on, the story his sets tell, and um, just how artistically driven it is entirely like what my goal is. Not to sound like him, but to create an entire experience like that.
So my favorite set ever is uh, G Jones, or was G Jones back to back with Minnesota. I don't think there was like one tour that they did.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was by
That
far
must have been awesome.
the best. Yeah, but it hasn't been matched yet to this day.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, G Jones really, I don't even know. But
he's
I
a
heard his
mind
hard
fuck.
drive. He said his hard drive recently fried, which is really sad. He lost a lot of
Oh
music.
no,
Yeah, he went through it too.
shit! It's like the Grim Reaper for music producers, dude.
Well, dude, data is just like you think a computer's foolproof until it's not, and then you're like, fuck, you know. But
Facts.
that's why I just got I'm paying for Google Drive right now. Nice little terabyte to back up on my shit. It's $2 a month. Worth
Yeah,
it.
I use Backblaze. It's this like cloud backup, and it just grabs all the data from my hardware and consistently backs it up in the background.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what I need.
It's pretty cheap for what it does. I think it's like I actually don't remember how much it is, but it's like $30 or $60 a year.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's not bad at all. It's not. It's a little more than what I'm paying with. It's like twice Google, but if it's like better and in the background backing up all your shit, that's so worth it.
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, dude. I remember I thought my hard drive broke once, and I went through it, and then it worked, and then I didn't. I had to undo all of that damage.
Dude, but all right, yeah. What I was gonna say was, so the music video for Beats for Days I originally shot, I had it on an SD card, all the footage, and the SD card corrupted somehow.
Ah,
And my buddy Preston lives 3 hours away in my hometown where I'm visiting right now. And like I had to drive all the way back here and redo the footage. It was fucking shit, dude. But we did it.
yo, do you make visuals or music videos, or were you shooting one?
So I was shooting the footage, but I did 4 years of TV production in high school and have a pretty good knowledge of Premiere and After Effects.
Nice.
I just did this little preview video for Ethereal to announce our show, um, where I like tried to remake like a Game Boy Color kind of deal. Like, I'll shoot you this on Instagram. Like the frame rate shitty, it's all 16-bit. I got all these 16-bit like characters in there for every DJ that are GIFs. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
definitely,
yeah,
definitely slide into that.
I do some graphic design. It's my minor too. I'm a digital media minor.
Hell yeah. I do some I don't do graphic design. I just make like visuals on the side. But do you like ever? So who made your? Is it your current logo? It looks like because I think it's pretty cool. It looks like
Oh, the
somebody.
Haven Woods logo? I
Yeah.
made that.
Oh fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
I made that myself. Um, Basically, those characters, bro, those are Jack and Daxter precursor script characters. Jack and Daxter is my all-time favorite game. The Haven Woods idea has a lot of different inspiration behind the name. So, like, Jack and Daxter has this forest called Haven Forest, which is like this super magical place, one of my favorite video game maps and funnest levels of all time. And um, I was like,
intrigued by using something with that, and then also just like music has always been like therapy and a safe haven for me as well. You know what I mean? So like, and then as well as nature, like music and nature are like the two places where I feel like the most at peace. You know what I mean? So like that was the concept behind the name, and I have I do a lot of like sketching and come up with a lot of ideas in my notebooks, and like I want to build like if I ever get to the point where I have the production value to do it, like pretty much like I'm thinking like a world in a video game that can also be altered for visuals, if that makes sense. So
I
like
think that makes
check
sense.
out the new Shlomo video. I'm super inspired by it. Like I just have this idea like for one song it'll just be like you're walking through the woods and there's like weird shit happening, and then at the end of the song like a dragon comes down, and then the next song comes on and the visuals are like the dragon going off and you're now flying in the sky behind it, and then he lands and something else happens. And I just want to do like a giant cause of chain of effects and like this world that kind of tells a story through it, if that makes sense.
I think that makes sense.
For yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like just a chain of events, like, and the camera keeps shifting to different things, you know?
I've yeah, that sounds really that like similar idea I had where it was it was like you're living in every it's like you're basically in a reality that you're familiar with, but like everything is kind of syncopated. You just don't realize it. You just have to like look in a little closer, and I feel like that can it's kind of like altered reality, right? Is that what you're going for?
Wait, say that again?
Is that
Like
like
an
a
alternate reality?
it not alternate altered like AR, like there's VR and then there's AR.
Dude, actually it'd be so cool to like create like an experience with music for an album. I just came up with this on the spot. No one steal this on the podcast. We're deep in, so no one's probably gonna listen this far anyway. But like you create like a video game world that has elements that are sound reactive to the album, and while the album's playing, the world around you that you're like walking around in changes.
Yeah,
Like it's
that
like a that would be really cool for like an album concept.
Um, I think you'll like, so I make visuals that are really sound reactive. So when I was talking about putting my Bufanda Beach show online, like I was like doing the visuals for that as of now. I think
Yeah.
I'll have to send you them because like when I basically plot out a bunch of different, um, shapes and then effects, but they're linked up to the music. So they're like constantly changing and I can link them up to different frequencies. So like, it's super sound
I feel
reactive.
like I might have. So in Ableton, I've used this thing in Max called CC Center, and I have this. It's digital, but it emulates analog video synthesis, and there's like a whole modular section in it that you can patch different things, and it's super cool. But like what I've done is send channels from Ableton and CC Sender to the video synth, like the CC Sender Max plugin lets
Oh,
you send information from channels to plug to like third party plugins out of Ableton. So then like the kick would like affect the zoom, or like the, you know what I'm saying, like just stuff like that. So it makes it like actually like reactive to each layer.
yeah, that
You
sound
see what I'm
what?
saying?
Yeah, what program? What do you send it to when you're sending the CC? Like
Oh, the video synth's called Lumen.
Lumen.
You should check it out. Yeah, there's a free trial too that you can use, but it just has their logo in the middle of it while you use it. But you could totally learn the whole thing, and then I think it's like $120. But they're about to update it. Right now it's 720p because they originally made it to do like be made for like lo-fi analog stuff, but then now they're like trying to actually vamp it up to like being a really top-notch video synth. And um then when 1080p update drops, I'm freaking hyped. You know,
Yeah.
right now it's 720, which is like you think is behind the times, but I think they did it on purpose because they're kind of going for that. But like also, it's 2021. You need 1080 at least. Come on.
As an option, I feel like.
Yeah.
No, I'll check both of those out. I use this program called Magic. I feel like it's super underrated, but I don't know if you could, I guess you could call it a video synth. I don't know. Just like it's like Resolume for 5-year-olds.
That's hilarious.
That's how I would describe it, dude. It's so much easier.
Yeah, my buddy Anthony is super deep into like Resolume and that stuff too. He actually runs Lumen into Resolume and then creates like more effects on the video synth through Resolume. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn. That's like kind of some shit I was doing.
What?
Visuals are pretty like I kind of stumbled onto visuals, so I've always wanted to do music and work on music as the art I really want to fine tune. But then I did acid and I started seeing music and I couldn't unsee it. And I was like, no, are you fucking kidding me? And so then I was going to all these shows and like I was just really not disappointed, but I was like looking at all these visuals and either the VJ wasn't that good or like it was clearly just not synced up to the music. And like I was always paying attention to like, I guess to that. I really wanted like some intricate shit.
That's another thing that Ethereal's big on, bro, is visuals. We like our last show, we had my buddy Brett. He creates all kinds of crazy dope 3D renders that he runs through Resolume with a bunch of different effects and stuff. This show is gonna be new Sensei's gonna be doing some like just playing DVD City visuals, so we're gonna have that at our show, which is pretty dope. And I'm into like I said, dude, we want to make a unique, complete new experience for people from the top. So we love working with different visual artists too, you know.
I could totally send you some shit to see if any of you guys like it, because I just stumbled upon it and I kind of like what I have so far. So I'll send you some of the newer stuff I've been working on, because I guess that's one of the other projects I got in the background. I've been selling them on Fiverr for like a year now.
Yeah, dude, I saw that actually. That's really cool. Do you make good money with that actually? Or like a little bit of side money?
It's nice side money. Like it blew. So like my ad, bro, it was trash. My ad was complete garbage. Like, and I somehow was able to like pocket enough people to make like, I mean, I say pocket. I meant pocket cash. I mean like work with enough people to like get to a level 1 rating, and then like my stuff becomes like you start seeing it first. And I don't know. It's like it's been pretty cool so far. You get to meet people too, and you're not supposed to contact them outside of Fiverr, but I do that anyways, and the person from Fiverr who listens to this and shuts me down, fuck you.
Does Fiverr take a cut out of it?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. No, so that's why. It's like they're super strict about it, and I'm just yeah, no, I don't know. I just I like sneak behind it. It's funny because it's like everyone in the music industry is like, they're just like sending me their contact information and they don't even know that it's against the rules. And I'm like, all right.
You're like that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I I made a graphic for someone like 2 weeks ago on Reddit that made a post. They were looking for like an animated intro for their YouTube channel. It's called like Old Time Radio or something. And I took a video of my record player and just like made this little graphic over it for their intro.
Oh, nice. Did they use it?
Yeah, honestly, I think so, because the guy's like, I'll pay $40 for an attempt and 65 if we like it and use it. He paid me 65, so I haven't
Nice.
even looked up his channel yet. I don't even know what he's doing. But yeah, I guess they're trying to do like a little all-time radio show. I don't know, but I got money from it. Let's get it.
Yeah, buddy. That's
Dude, last night I was watching that Secret Sky 2020 Porter set. Oh my god. Porter Robinson's amazing.
I don't think I've seen that set. Although I know about Secret Sky though.
He plays so much random like Japanese shit that it's not even EDM, but it's amazing. Like Porter Robinson is in his own freaking lane. It's so awesome. That's like my goal, man.
Dude, make a lane.
Exactly.
The music industry is so different. I feel like it's changing every minute that I don't even know like what that means anymore. So I'm just kind of doing this, and like I'm just like I got all these. I got some projects in mind, but it's like all I know, and I don't know much, is that I don't really ever want to be on a label. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, or at least like get in bed with them. Yeah.
Yeah, like they gotta be the actual homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
no suits.
I just don't want to give my art to like some random SoundCloud page that's gonna die out in 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not the move. But yeah, man. Anything else you wanted to go over?
Let me think, man. We kind of geeked out on everything I wanted to geek out about.
Hell yeah. Hell
yeah. I guess, and the thing is, we're not. So as far as I can tell, we are being broadcast somewhere. This shit's being recorded, but I don't think we have a live chat going, which is unfortunate.
On YouTube?
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
So. I don't know where the live version of this is gonna happen, but like I have a recorded version that's like 5 minutes behind.
Yeah, man, you could just.
I'll just post that.
Upload it. Maybe trim out some of that stuff in the intro when we were trying to get it all figured out, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, no, but I'll send you the finished video. It'll be up real soon, and definitely you should look into joining our Discord server. It's kind of all about. I mean, we're trying to make it organized so you don't get pinged if you don't actually want to look at it, but we're basically just trying to build people from the ground up.
For sure, bro. I'm in.
If you don't use Discord though,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Discord servers.
I think I got you beat 1, 2, 3. 4, 5.
I look at them maybe like once every other week and go through them, and I like listen to some people's music and give feedback once in a while. But that's really it. Whenever I'm bored, feel like finding some new music.
It's great for that.
Discord sometimes.
Yeah. Well, no. It's only like, I guess. Yeah, it's only as useful as you make it. I think it's a cool tool, you know.
I have a lot of friends who have like grown their following really fast on Discord, and I should probably get into it, but like at the same time, I'm so busy. You know? Yeah, I feel you. It's kind of it's a lifestyle change though, I will say. So like once you're in it, I feel like you won't want to ever go back, so take your time.
Yeah.
You'll get there. I feel like I don't know. I was pretty ignorant on Discord for a while, dude. My homies were on this shit for a long time, and they were always trying to tell me how awesome it was.
It's dope, man. I don't know. I honestly like I run the Ethereal Collective thing through Snapchat because it's just like really easy for us to communicate that way. And it's more of like a homie hangout as opposed to a bunch of like not anonymous people on Discord. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel like it gets everyone a little closer having the Snapchat group, even though it's not as formal, but I feel like it's kind of the point too, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. Discord. Oh, that's the thing. Discord is whatever you make it, though. I'm just plugging it because of how much I use it. Like I'm running my whole community on it. So at least for now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But dude, yeah. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I think I had fun, bro. I mean, we're clearly
Yeah, me
into a
too.
lot of the
Yeah,
same shit,
nice to
and
meet you.
really nice to meet you. I'm glad I found your. I'm gonna play that song "Act a Fool" just to play you out. When I do, because I just want
Yeah,
everyone to
bet.
hear that fucking banger.
Dude, I'm just waiting for the day I play in Atlanta and can play the Lil Jon remix.
Dude, it's like I don't even. Little John, he burns a. He's got he there's a place in my brain where I really don't like Little John because he came out when I was in middle school. But every time I hear like something that that is that good, I'm just like, God damn it!
Dude, that's why I made my Taylor Gang remix, bro. I was like, what was my favorite song in middle school? Let me just make something my like, younger self would love.
Hell yeah! No,
But
I'm gonna
yeah, I'm probably gonna go get some food here soon.
Yeah, bro.
I was getting hungry.
Makes sense. I mean, we've been on it for like an hour and a half, but yeah, no. If you're watching this far in the podcast, this is our new friend Haven Woods. Check out his album, and send me all the links that we talked about, like for that remix competition and for all your projects.
Oh hell yeah, I got you. It's in my Google Drive right now.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, but yeah, no. Be sure to check out Haven Woods and all his new music and all of his new projects. I really believe in them, and I think that let's try and do this again sometime. I think that'd be fun. But
Dude, I'd be super down.
Cool, and
I'll be on my studio, and the mic will be better, and we'll maybe be more prepared with some better content to talk about.
I'm down.
I was kind of just like winging it today, you know.
Yeah, dude, I was a little stony baloney at the beginning of the set, and now I'm like coming back together. So
I feel you.
Yeah, no, we'll send it full gas next time. Today it's been a little bit off, but nonetheless, I think I still think we had good conversation, and I'm happy we met. So I'm gonna play you out.
Yeah, man, 100%. Yo, wait, or text me your email. I got these sulfur stems up for you right now.
Bet. Thank you. I'll do that as I play your song. All right, homies, this is Act a Fool by your boy Haven Woods. Peace out. Until next time, y'all.
Until next time, peeps.